Washington controls the tip. Stevenson contests the shot on the mark with that jumper.
The Wizards cleared everyone out of the way, and the shooter knocked down the shot.
He takes it inside. Brown spins past his man. The strong finish.
The Wizards are going to pressure the ball with a full court press.
Malone from close range. That's his first 2 of the game. Clark with the find.
Jordan is signaling for a post-up play. He wants to pass the ball inside.
Alley-oop. That is highlight material. Brendan Haywood. Advances up court.
They're calling for a double team. They're going to try to force him to give it up and force someone else to make some baskets.
Kirilenko bothered by Stackhouse. It doesn't go. He hustles it down. Brown able to penetrate. Lays it home. Washington was outnumbered in transition, and it cost them.
Every man on the floor has to make an effort to get back on defense.
No good from three-point land. The Jazz need to do a better job of getting back on defense.
There's no excuse of being outnumbered in transition. Jordan wants to clear everyone out and isolate his defender.
Throws it down.
They keep knocking down shot after shot. This team looks confident and they're ready to put this one away.
Malone puts it up, banks it in.
Stevenson is doing a terrific job of passing out of the double team. As soon as the double team came, he got rid of it. A nice job of setting his teammate up for the bucket.
Alley-oop, they timed that perfectly.
That has to fire them up. The offense did an outstanding job of reading the defense and connecting on the alley-oop.
He commits his first. Jordan able to get to the basket. Czar Michael Jordan has not lost any of his competitiveness.
Marv, that's one of the things that separate the good players from the great players in this league. The drive and determination to succeed. You just can't teach that.
Clark setting up down low. He drains it. Washington failed to cut off the penetration.
They need to make a conscious effort to stay in front of their man on defense.
Stevenson rejects that shot. Gets to it from behind. Kirilenko stays on his feet.
The Wizards are setting up the isolation. They want him to go one-on-one.
Yes. Stevenson recovers the loose ball. Only 5 to get a shot off. Gets it to go with the clock winding down.
They did a tremendous job of converting a difficult play. Great pass and finish on the alley-oop.
Sets up on the left side. Stevenson, not a lot of space. It's good from inside. They continue to show the touch offensively.
Another nice basket. They've hit a couple in a row.
Stackhouse, defended by Kirilenko.
Jordan was ready for the alley-oop, but the pass was off the mark. It was a risky play that did not pay off.
Here's Brown. Misses the alley-oop. Malone soars for the rebound. 14 seconds showing on the clock. Misses from the paint. Hayward able to come up with it. With the penetration, with the strong finish. He's hit a couple in a row and is showing the touch.
They need to make a conscious effort to get him the ball.
That's the end of the first. The Wizards lead by 8. They've been effective today at both ends of the court.
It's tough to win when you can't convert from being close. These have not been difficult shots. If he keeps making shots, watch for his team to rally around him and try to cut into this deficit.
Pulling up, drains the turnaround. Malone being played by Brown. No finish on the alley-oop.
They went for the alley-oop, but the receiver wasn't able to complete it.
The two's no good.
That has to fire them up. The offense did an outstanding job of reading the defense and connecting on the alley-oop. Jordan steals a pass. He's showing us some smart defense. He saw the pass coming and took it away. Jordan able to adjust his shot to avoid the block. A nice changeup to get that basket.
Another one, no good. Hayward able to grab rebound number 3. Here's Hayward. Alley-oop is no good.
They were looking for the alley-oop, but couldn't quite finish it off. Jordan has called for the isolation. We'll see if he can finish the play.
Flushes it down.
The Wizards are calling for the double team here. They have to be ready to rotate.
Blocked by Brown.
He stayed with his man and read the play perfectly. Great block. The defensive pressure on that possession was not very impressive.
They need to make it harder for the other team to score. He misses the layup. He gets them the rebound.
The Wizards are running an isolation play and hoping to get a quick score.
He takes the rebound. The Jazz coming back the other way.
They need to move fast if the double team is going to work.
He takes it inside.
Jordan wants to isolate his defender and go one-on-one.
He won't be denied.
He isolated the defender one-on-one and took advantage of it. The offense called the right play.
Stevenson on the left side. From the post, off the mark from the post.
There's been no clear advantage on the board so far today.
Both teams are making an effort to rebound the ball. He serves up the facial. Stevenson forced to adjust by Brown.
Stevenson hits the tough shot. He had to readjust his shot to avoid the defender, and he makes it anyway.
Stackhouse with the penetration. Taken away by Stevenson.
They're trying to use a double team to shut down the offensive play.
John Stockton with another assist.
One of the league's 50 greatest players of all times, Marv. He's been getting it done since the days of the short shorts.
He crosses over. He throws it down on the other side. What a strong finish.
Jordan went for the steal and caused the turnover.
That was an impressive defensive play.
Stackhouse saw an opening, cut to the basket, and made a spectacular play to complete the alley-oop. The Wizards are calling for a double team. They'll have to be quick.
Clark covered by Arenas. He elevates, able to finish from inside.
Clark making a nice assist. He recognized the mismatch and immediately got the ball to him. A nice play that time.
It doesn't drop on the alley-oop. Another board by Clark. Alley-oop, they timed that perfectly.
Kirilenko saw a chance for the alley-oop and finished it off with a sensational play. Jordan wants to clear everyone out and isolate his defender.
From the paint, counted for two. The shot clock is not a factor now. .14 left to play in the quarter. Stevenson takes it inside. Stevenson with a nice block. And on that note, the second quarter is finished. The Wizards lead by 10. They put together a very solid performance. Their ability to take care of the basketball was an important factor. The shot, another miss. Both teams are making an effort to crash the boards.
The rebounding statistics have been very even so far. Jordan takes it away.
With the penetration. The loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Wizards with the strong finish.
Jordan really let down his teammates defensively.
That was an embarrassing defensive effort. He takes it inside.
Jordan has called for the isolation. We'll see if he can finish the play.
Gets two from inside. The Wizards come up with an answer on the offensive end.
They're calling for a double team. They're going to try to force him to give it up and force someone else to make some baskets.
Stevenson forces the tough shot. Gilbert Arenas able to get his teammates involved.
Marv, he's excelled at the point guard position. So much so that a lot of people have forgotten this guy came into the league as a shooting guard. That's a testament to his great all-around game and his versatility. Clark is leading his team in rebounds and has been relentless on the boards. His effort should inspire his team to get back in this game.
Stevenson charged with the offensive foul, his first personal. Arenas gets into the paint.
They're getting ready for an isolation play. They're thinking mismatch defensively.
The Jazz with the man advantage.
They need to move fast if the double team is going to work. Jordan forced them to adjust in midair, and it was enough to make that shot miss its mark. That was a nice defensive play.
Alley-oop is no good.
Brown caught the alley-oop pass, but wasn't able to finish.
Finishes strong with two hands.
The isolation play was executed to perfection. Great job finishing the play. Jordan playing for the pass. The Wizards need to keep their focus and avoid any sort of letdown that will allow them back in it.
They've consistently had the better touch at the offensive end.
The Wizards are looking to double team the man with the ball.
Stevenson able to penetrate. He won't be denied. Arenas with the change of direction throws it down. They hold the lead even though their opponent is shooting equally well from the field. Here's Malone. Hits the two. The feed by Stevenson. hits for two.
The Wizards cleared everyone out of the way, and the shooter knocked down the shot.
Malone picked up by Brown.
It looks like they're trying to double team the offensive player.
Shot clock showing 4. Kirilenko with 3 left makes his first from downtown.
The Wizards are clearing out and isolating the defender.
Couldn't get it to fall. He got hit. Had to change it up. Clark's been a standout so far, rebounding the basketball at the defensive end.
He's making sure the other team doesn't get second chance opportunities. The Wizards run the risk of becoming too relaxed while playing with a big lead.
A terrific interception by Brown.
Good things happen when you play the passing lanes.
That was tremendous anticipation by Brown. Clark with a great concentration. He knew the contact was coming and compensated for it to make the shot. Stackhouse with the penetration. No finish on the alley-oop. The Jazz are running. Oh, rejected. Clark with the jumper comes up with 2.
You know, part of playing good team basketball is getting back down the floor to protect the basket.
With the highlight dunk.
The Wizards picked the right time to run an isolation play. The shooter made it look easy.
What a move. Kirilenko. About 35 seconds left in the quarter. The layup doesn't fall. Malone is there. Less than 24 now. The shot clock is turned off.
Jordan is making it difficult for the other team to score points.
His defensive positioning was exceptional during that play. Clock shows Edel. Oh, a great rejection. What a play. He collides midair with the defender, somehow is able to make the adjustment and gets the shot to fall. Amazing. From inside. Missed on that one. Up for the board. 3/4 of this one have been played. The Wizards lead by 11. This is still anyone's game.
They're going to let the offensive player take his defense. He read the offensive player perfectly.
That was a very impressive defensive play by Clark. With the shot, another one, no good.
Stevenson was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
Stevenson saves the loose ball. Reaches over and blocked it from behind.
They gambled on that play and it did not pay off. It takes a perfect pass to complete an alley-oop.
He throws it off the rim. They've stepped up their presence on the defensive board.
They're not giving up any second chance opportunities.
It drops. He puts it up, hits the jumper.
The Wizards have the lead right now. These teams have had similar success today from the field. They're trying to use a double team to shut down the offensive player. He did a nice job of poking it away from the dribbler and coming up with the steal.
Good for 3. The Wizards have almost put this game out of reach and continue to have the hot hand.
Give them full credit for protecting the lead and scoring when it counts in the fourth quarter.
Sets it up. Out of bounds, off the miss. Stevenson steps out of bounds with no one around him.
He needs to keep his head in the game. It looks to be an isolation, Marv. They're going to let him go one-on-one.
Malone hustling it down. The Jazz quickly back the other way. Brendan Haywood. Oh, rejected. Hits the 2. The Jazz are showing some signs they've heated up from the field.
They're on a hot streak now and will look to close the gap. They deserve full credit for their effort so far in this game in controlling the defensive board. They haven't let up at all.
The Wizards are hanging on, still leading as we head into the final stretch.
They look a bit tentative right now on the defensive end. Jordan wants to isolate his defender and go one-on-one.
With the penetration. No good. Try to adjust in midair, but just too much contact on the play. Washington was outnumbered in transition, and it cost them.
Every man on the floor has to make an effort to get back on defense.
With the pull-up,
Jordan is shooting 65% from the floor.
Advances up court. Stevenson from up close with a gorgeous move. Takes the contact, adjusts his shot in midair, and gets it to go. Malone gives him no room. The two's no good. Brings it up court.
The Wizards are calling for the double team here. They have to be ready to rotate. The Wizards look tired and may not have enough left to hold on for the win. Jordan wants to clear everyone out and isolate his defender.
He takes it inside, puts it down with emphasis.
Good pressure D to force that turnover. The Wizards are setting up the isolation. They want him to go one-on-one.
He serves up the facial.
Arenas with a nice pass out of the double team. He didn't try to force the issue by going one-on-two. He made the smart play and passed it back out for the picked him. The quick hands, able to strip it away.
Alley-oop, what a spectacular finish.
Jordan saw an opening, cut to the basket, and made a spectacular play with the alley-oop.
By Stevenson. The Wizards have been the better team, but are still a few possessions away from getting a win.
They need to protect the basketball and use up as much time as possible on offense.
Draws iron and gets the kind roll. The Wizards have been knocking them down in the fourth.
Good team basketball is always fun to watch.
Up with the shot. The two's no good. Jumper's off the mark. It's good from downtown.
They should be able to put this one away with a basket here.
Not much time remaining. The Wizards lead by 6.
They don't have much of a chance here.
They need to get hot from downtown. With the penetration, Stevenson tees it up, and it's good. Stockton is called for the intentional. The Jazz send them to the line. He gets one of two. They've switched the shot clock off. Malone sets it up near the middle. Clark lets it go from the perimeter. Drains the long two. The Wizards need to find a way to run out the clock. First one's no good. He's one of two. About 12 seconds left on the game clock. Stockton is met by Arenas. Can't hit from downtown.
The Jazz need a basket or the offensive rebound.
The other team can now use up the clock. There's the horn, and that's the game. The Wizards are victorious here and get a well-deserved win on the road.
You're right, Mark. They were the better team today.
EA Sports. NBA Live 2004.